Hello my dear students and welcome once again to Zenith Academy Online. Today we are going to learn a very simple topic, present simple tense. So let me make it very easy for you. Let's start with when to use present simple. So we use present simple when we are talking about regular actions. Okay, so we use present simple or simple present tense to talk about things we do regularly. Right, so I play soccer every Saturday, so that's your regular action. They go to school by bus every morning, that's a regular action again. I eat breakfast at 7 a.m. He reads a book before bedtime. She walks her dog in the park every evening. So these are all regular actions, and that is why we have used present simple here. Next, when we are describing about habits, she always brushes her teeth before bed. They usually watch a movie on Friday nights. She often visits her grandparents on Sundays. He rarely eats fast food. We never skip our morning exercise. So these are the habits, and whenever you're describing habits, you use present simple tense. Now, whenever you are stating facts and general truths, we use present simple to state the facts that are always true. For example, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, so that's a truth. Earth revolves around the sun, that's a truth. English is widely spoken around the world, that's a truth and a fact. The sun rises in the east, a fact. Cats are mammals, a fact and general truth. Right? Now, how to form present simple? The formation, the most important part. Now, present simple is of three forms: positive, negative form and question form. In all these three forms, present simple sentences are there. Now, let's study about the positive form. Now, to make a positive sentence, okay, to make a positive form of the simple present tense, right, what do? Your first point is start with the subject. Now what are the subjects? I, you, we, they can be subjects, right? And then add the base form of the verb. That's the second point, add the base form of the verb. Now you have to remember, if you are using he, she or it, then we add s or es to the verb. So let's begin. Our first sentence, I. Now when you are using I is the subject. So you have added the subject. Then add the base form of the verb, I play. Then the object, I play the guitar. Now when you're taking the subject as he, so along with the base form of the verb, you will have to add a s. So he plays the guitar. When I will say she, then she plays the guitar. Right? When I say they, then they will only play. And no addition of s. They play the guitar. I hope this is clear. Yeah. Now negative form. Now to make a negative sentence, again start with the subject, then add do not, that is don't, or does not. That is the second point, add do not and does not. Now where do you add do not? Whenever you are talking about I or they. And whenever you are talking about he or she, then you will use does not. Right? And then you add base form of the verb. Right? So let's begin. Start with the subject I. Now with I we use do not or don't. So I don't. Then the base form of the verb. I don't like. You don't like what? Eating broccoli. Now when you use she. So she, with she we use does not or doesn't. So she doesn't like cycling. So she doesn't like cycling, right? So that was the negative form. Now the question form. So to ask question, we always start with do or does. Okay, you don't have to start with the subject. You have to start with do or does. Second is adding the subject. After that you add the subject, right? And then finally add the base form of the verb. This is the third point. So start. Now first you have to identify, see the subject. Okay, you. So with you we use do. Do you read a book every day? So this is the base form of the verb. So we start with do, then add the subject and then the base form of the verb. Now does she. So with she we use does. So does she, base form of the verb, does she like eating sushi? I hope you have understood the question form. In the question form you write do or does according to your subject, and then write the subject and then the base form of the verb. So that was all about simple present tense, right? To study about the next topics, do not forget to subscribe and tap on the bell icon, and keep the learning always on Zenith Academy Online. Bye bye my dear students.